So, in the studio, fully focused, there's a guy called John Gurugwe. He says, pass my regards to Fully Focus. Didn't realize he was my neighbor. John must be from Kiamba. He says, too bad we couldn't host you in Dubai due to paperwork issues. We hope to do it in Doha soon. Says you're full of energy, he says. Do you perform outside the U.S. as well?
Yeah, all the time. I travel all the time, so I've actually played in Dubai before. I played in Amsterdam, London, Belgium, Trinidad, Canada. I mean, everywhere. And actually, even right now, I'm on an East African tour. So after this weekend, I'll be playing in Tanzania. Then after that, playing in Rwanda, then Ethiopia, and I just finished with Uganda.
Look at this man, man who was sleeping on the floor with a black garbage bag as your only possession and your laptop.
Yes.
Did you ever think you'd get this far?
I knew that something great would happen. I didn't know exactly how far I would get, but I just knew there would be better days. And I still believe that everything I've done up to this point is 30% of what I'm capable of doing.
You still do more.
A whole lot more.
And you're in Kenya 3-4 times a year.
Yeah, I've been coming here the last few years on a frequent basis to built a lot of relationships in the entertainment world, and also a lot of been exposed to a lot of great ideas, and it's only necessary for me to bring them back home.
Yeah.
And do that. So yeah, the last few years I've especially like this year, I brought Blackstreet and SWV for the concert. Then also we had the Wiz Kid, and I've been involved behind the scene with a few different concerts that have been taking place here.
Tell me something. Why don't we get as many big artists, big name artists, like as Uganda does, or South Africa for that matter?
Well, I think that
don't we have the money?
No, the money is there. The return isn't yet. Because you have to understand the history of the entertainment scene out here. We used to do a lot of big concerts, Beats of the Season, Smirnoff Experience, but then, a few issues happened, and those numbers, didn't, those large scale concerts stopped happening for a while. Then when we had the Westgates and the Garissa, issues, a lot of outside artists were afraid to come. So the last 2 years has been really great because we've had a lot of great international high profile things going on from, even on the, not just in the entertainment, when you had Obama coming, the Pope coming, Zuckerberg coming, or World Trade Organization, Entrepreneurship Summit, that has helped the, increase in number. Now, because of there was, let's say, other concerts that took place that weren't as they weren't as successful, customers got disappointed, with the entertainment system. So people are like, you know what, the artist may not show up, or the production was bad and everything. So it discouraged a lot of people from wanting to go out. But more recently, because they've been happening, you're seeing the numbers slowly picking back up. I believe by the end of next year, you can be able to see bigger artists. And bigger artists come not because the money can't be afforded, but because when somebody spends that kind of money, they do want a return in it. It can't be, because this artist cost a lot. Sometimes it costs $500,000, cost $1 million. Depending on who you're getting.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they definitely cost
$1 million US.
Yes, absolutely.
That's 100 million Kenya shillings.
Absolutely.
How are you going to get that money back?
Exactly. See, but if, let's say, for instance, in South Africa or Angola, where they're filling stadiums, a stadium of 60,000 people paying $50, yes, you can be able to, make it back. But out here, when we're still dealing with 5,000 people coming out, maybe 7,000, it's hard to be able to do that. And also the corporates haven't fully, are not spending exactly backing events up like that. Hopefully that's going to change as time is going, because the entertainment field is a very important piece that I think the corporates should definitely support. Very important for the private sector to do that.
When you meet these artists, and you've met quite a few of them, it's very impressive. Are they interested in coming to Kenya?
Very, very, very
seriously,
interested, on a very serious note.
Okay.
Here's the funny thing. Some of them actually have come here without doing a show on the low to just visit and
a little Masai Mara, a little Mombasa.
Some of them come here.
Is that right?
So like one of my other business partners, his name is Shaka Zulu. That's Ludacris, his managing business partner. So we have a joint venture together, and he also he came here with a gentleman called, well, they call him Beast Mode, Marshawn Lynch. He's a very famous football player. Played for Seattle Seahawks. Sorry. So they came here last year, a few months ago. Not last year, sorry, earlier this year, a few months ago. They did the whole Masai Mara, all the different things, but nobody really knew it because I don't know. It was a vacation, but it wasn't documented and that kind of thing.
Even Rita Ora was here the other day.
Yeah,
she came, just went through Masai Mara, did that whole week, and just went back.
Yeah,
nobody knew about
so
it.
Who?
Rita Ora.
She's a big artist in the UK. You know, so a lot of them are interested, and on the low they are coming, but it's just we just got to find a way to capitalize.
Absolutely, milk it.
We don't milk it properly.
Yeah. We don't do that.
Yeah,
we need to do that. I mean, you just mentioned Zuckerberg. You mentioned Obama. I mean, yes, we milked a bit of that, but we need more of that.
Absolutely. Yeah, it needs to happen, more frequently, whether it's through vacations, whether it's with live concerts. And the more it happens and the more things happen in a very legit way, you'll find more confidence for whether it's artists coming as well as the public coming out to, support these concerts, and the numbers will slowly keep going up. Like I said, maybe by the end of next year, we'll do those 10,000 plus concerts.
Yeah. I get shocked that next door Uganda fills up the stadium.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. Even Tanzania, same thing. These guys, even Rwanda, they fill out.
Even tiny little Rwanda.
Imagine that. They fill out the stadium.
And here we're struggling with 5,000, 7,000.
And we have a greater GDP than these countries.
Correct.
We're doing much better. So, like I said, there's just been a few issues from the past that slowly are changing from, poorly executed concerts to, insecurity. So we've had a couple of issues, but that's slowly changing.
Yeah.
And,
Other than being a global DJ
Correct.
and an event organizer,
yes.
What else do you do? What else are you doing?
Well, that keeps me very busy.
I can imagine.
Yeah. And as well as I'm also a booking agent. So like I said, putting together artist tours.
If I want Kenny Rogers to come to, or if people want Kenny Rogers.
Yes. You. Don't correct it. Don't correct it. That was you.
That was definitely you.
When is your birthday? Just say it. Tell me what you want.
Next month, bro.
Oh, yeah?
January 7th.
Oh, wow.
Can you hook a brother up? Is that
what's funny is
Go on.
we were actually working on something. With
I know you were. I know you were.
Back,
with my little niece over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
With Nana.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But actually, this is a while back.
Right.
But Kenny actually retired from, touring.
Which was BS because he showed up in Cape Town.
I know. No, that was that was already planned out. That had already been planned prior to that. Yeah, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, "Oh, how can he?"
Correct. Yeah. So he was officially retired.
He was officially retired.
Yeah.
I don't know his situation. I've spoken to his wife a few times, who is the manager, about doing it, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
So you're saying there's still a possibility?
Don't get him all excited.
No comment.
Fully focused. I will be your MC that night, and we'll start off the show saying, "You got to know when to go,
know when to fold.
There you go. Know when to walk away, know when to run." But you know what? These guys probably don't even realize how famous they are in places like Africa, if you will.
Yeah.
How we know every word to all their songs.
Absolutely. Yeah. They're usually surprised when they come here and they do shows, and they're like, "Wow, really?
Really?
It's like this."
Yeah.
So when we do Kenny, are you going to wear cowboy boots and a cowboy hat?
Shoot, I'm wearing that tonight with Sir Elvis. Have you heard of Sir Elvis? Sir Elvis, local guy. His name is Elvis Otieno.
Is that right?
Born and bred in Kisumu.
Is that right?
If you watch JKL tonight, and I'm not just plugging the show, I'm telling you, you will be shocked.
Oh, yeah?
This man sounds like Kenny, Don Williams,
I
Charlie
gotta check
Pride.
that out.
You need to.
I definitely will.
You may want to book him.
I just might.
So I'm going to be in boots and jeans tonight.
Oh, nice.
And the hat.
Oh, man.
Shoot. Smoking.
Cowboy Jeff. Look at
Word. What advice, Fully Focused, what advice would you give? Again, a lot of kids want to go to America. They want to end up there. They think Kenya is not for them. They think, this place, they're sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
They want to go to America. What do you tell them?
Well, I would tell them that, funny enough, right now all the attention in the world is on Africa. Everybody's looking at Africa. And, just if we go back to what we were saying, how from, Obama being here, Zuckerberg, the Pope, Entrepreneurship Summit, all these different things, from Uber coming, Burger King, KFC, all these different things.
McDonald's is coming.
McDonald's is coming.
Mickey D's is coming.
Here's the thing. All those international interests do not come to a country where there's no opportunity, where there's no potential. All the potential is here in Africa and in Kenya, to be specific, because all that's happened in Kenya, not even, general Africa. The challenge I know I've seen is that I think that it's to understand that opportunities are often problems disguised. That oftentimes what people are looking for as an opportunity isn't necessarily an opportunity. Look for problems to solve. They become opportunities. If you can solve problems, if you can, when you solve a problem, you're creating an opportunity, you're creating a job and a type of thing. I would say that everybody has a God-given gift. We're not all going to be the same thing. We're not going to be all going to be doctors and lawyers and DJs. So don't try to do what anybody else is doing. Find out what you are authentically and naturally good at. Hone it, work at it, and perfect it. Be the best at it. And as a result, people will pay you for it. So it's really, like I said, it starts first from being authentically you, and, finding that thing and then working at it. And, but also when you're looking at going into any business, any arena, you have to know what is going to make me different from anybody else. Like I said, for me, I used my Africanness to stand out. That was my USP. That was, unique selling proposition. So it's the same thing. It's as just not trying to do what everybody else is doing. Be authentically you, be different, work at it, and understand that nothing is going to come overnight, but also understand this. Failure is part of the process. You will get knocked down. You will make mistakes, but all it teaches you is how to do something the right way. That's all it is. There's not a there's no finality with that. Just because you do something and it doesn't work out doesn't mean that you stop. No, you figure out, what did I do? What did I miss? What step did I miss? Fix it, correct it, make it work, and then, keep it moving.
I hope the people in Kiamba and Banana here are listening to you, man. I really do. Huh? When's the last time you were there?
I was there, it was a couple months ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, my grandmother's over there.
Is that right?
Yes.
To fix the road?
Yes, sort of. Not really.
Lynn Kish says, wow, what a story. I'm inspired. Kudos, Fully Focused. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I'll just add on to that. It has been a blessing for the journey, because other than, like I said, just playing, when I say, like, for instance, I do events, I have a music festival that I do that I started 3 years ago, International Music Festival, combining different genres of music, different cultures. It's called Passport Experience. And as a result, that Akon that I interviewed years ago, we met up again, and we ended up forming a joint venture. So he is now my business partner in the festival, and we were actually going to do it in Kenya this December, but of course, due to the elections, we decided to postpone it or whatever. The whole point of I'm saying all this is not really to impress anyone; it's to impress on you that if, like you said, a young boy from Kiamba can become business partners with the Akons and the Ushers and work with these people and travel the world doing it, nothing is impossible.
Yeah.
Nothing. I didn't come from a wealthy family. We didn't have any handouts and that kind of thing. But like I said, having the right attitude and again, just being in America, I just give you the story. It wasn't easy. We didn't go there and then everything, turned on. No, it was about working, and it's been a 14-year journey. And as they say, it takes 10 to 15 years to be an overnight success. So for anybody who's working at it, stick with it, be patient, be persistent, and also have some faith, because God helped me through many situations and nights.
Word. It takes 10 to 15 years to be an overnight success.
Correct.
I like that. So is it true Usher Raymond is coming next year?
I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
All right, T-Boy, is it true that Usher's going there?
We can make that happen.
Would he be? Is he huge? Would people come to see Usher?
Hell yes.
Okay.
Especially the ladies. Ladies love Usher. Yeah.
It'll be crazy.
Is that right?
Focus should make that happen.
I plead the fifth. I don't know what these guys are talking about.
Are we going to see more of that, though? I mean, more big names.
Absolutely.
We are.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to happen. But like I said, and I'm going to speak on behalf of the promoters, the people who do the events. The biggest challenge that they have is definitely in the numbers. As the numbers go up, the turnout go up, the more they can be able to afford being able to invest in the bigger artists. Getting any artist is not a hard problem. It's a question of the return on it. And these artists do want to come here. So I would, like I said, put an urge out there to the corporates to support these. If we can get that supporting from sponsorships and that kind of thing, and finding a way to make it also, you know, beneficial, of course, to the, you know, corporate, so that they're getting a return on their investment, then definitely you'll see more and more, you know, artists and people coming out. Because the biggest concern right now is, if I put in, you know, money, it costs. It's business and it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Am I going to get the return? If I'm getting 5,000 people, it's not. But if we get those 10,000, 15 plus, then things will change. So we're slowly getting there, but we will.
Yeah. Katiba Clyde has lined up Akon, Be With You.
Oh, nice.
Is that a good one?
Yes.
Yeah?
Go ahead.
We're gonna display that in a little short while. But in the meantime, social media doesn't do Kenya any justice sometimes. I know people can criticize, people can be, you know, it's not bad to criticize a government or people, but sometimes the hate meter, people talking ill of Kenya, if you will, that doesn't help.
It never helps.
Especially when people want to come and perform and
absolutely.
and
Yeah, I will say, yeah, I don't know, you know, Ken's very unforgiving people, you know.
Yes.
And
Especially
you know,
Twitter.
it is
unforgiving.
It's not good. I'll tell you this. It's actually not good. We sometimes become our worst, you know, enemy, because culturally, let me put it like this. Let me give you an example. In Nigeria, the most basic thing that you're doing, you don't have to be great at it. They'll support you. My brother, you're doing that, I'll support you. I'll get behind it, you know, and they'll champion you. Out here, it's a little bit different, and I notice, you know, people get very frustrated very quickly when things are not going, because you have this. It's like you're crucified very quickly.
Yeah.
It's easy to get crucified. So, you know, I can't. I don't know exactly what the solution is, but I would hope that there's more people out there who are saying, you know what, let's put more positive energy out there. And when somebody is working on something and maybe it doesn't, you know, go so well, whether it's, you know, an individual, the government, and everything, just remember that right now, whatever we do is being seen by the world.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So, and when you try to do something, remember the energy you gave somebody else is the same energy you're gonna get. Yep. So I think there should be more of an encouragement and everything. And when people make mistakes, fine, you can critique them, but not criticize them.
Absolutely, and everything's happening in real time now.
It's right now.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Immediate.
Yeah.
So if you mess up,
yeah. It's out there.
It's projected.
I mean, and it's good to an extent, because sometimes, especially with businesses, they do need to, you know, they do need that, because of course, you do have legit situations where people are mistreated or bad service, and that does need to be addressed, and it makes businesses, you know, step up their service game. But it's not always necessarily the case all the time. You know, people just jump on it. You know, I don't know. It's like negativity attracts people faster. But I would hope that the individuals who have a positive energy would counter that with positive energy.
Finally, from a 35-year-old who was literally, you made it, man. You've been there, you've done that, and you're still doing it. 35-year-old. Give us your final thoughts going forward. It's been a rough year here in Kenya, by the way,
yes.
and I'm sure you know this.
Yes.
Rough, tough. It's been a very challenging year. But going forward, give us your thoughts.
I am very optimistic about Kenya. Extremely optimistic. Like I said, if nothing else, look around you. Look at all the different franchises that have come from out of the country. Look at all the different, look at how multicultural this country has become. Hey, a lot of white, Asian, Latin, you know, whatever, people moving here, West African moving here. So that tells you that there's a lot of excitement and a lot of opportunity in Kenya. My hope is that the Kenyans take advantage of it, not just the outside world. And that can only happen by looking around and saying, hey, there's opportunity. Let's create something. Let's do this. So really, the entrepreneurship spirit is very important in being able to advance us, you know, as a society, as a country. And so, like I said, I think, and here's another thing I think. There needs to be more self-made success stories being told, because the more they're told, the more that kids hear, oh, so when you do this and you fall down, it's not the end of it. You can get back up and keep doing it. Most of the times people just look at successful people not understanding or knowing how they got there, so that becomes a disconnect. But if anybody out there has been wildly successful, tell your story, share your ups and downs, because that's the only way you'll be able to connect with, anybody who's out there who, regardless of where they're at, will see, okay, so I can get up from this situation and be able to get to that point. If he did it, I can do it.
Absolutely. What does your school teacher mom think of you now?
She's proud of me. Oh. She's very proud of me, and I love it. It's funny because now she calls me Fully Focused. Right? my number on her phone is Fully Focused. So she's always really supported me, being 100%, even back then, and everything. She's always supported me. She still throws that card away. You still got to get your degree, like eventually, right? So, but she has supported me. She has, 100% been incredible. I love her to death. And same thing for my family. Like I said, in my immediate family, my extended family, all of them have been very supportive and proud of me. And I'm grateful for that. And I do feel indebted to become the most I can become as a gift back to anybody who's believed in me.
Absolutely.
And supported me.
Absolutely. And say hello to her for me, huh?
I definitely will.
And I'll tell Mom the story. She'll be jazzed, man. Well done. Mike Ndongo. Kiamba's finest, all the way in Atlanta. Global DJ, global events organizer, all around nice guy. God bless you, man. Happy holidays.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Congratulations.
You're now rocking with the best, man.
It's the Hot Breakfast with Jeff and Jalango.